Spieglein, Spieglein an der Wand.
Spieglein, Spieglein, komm an der Wand. Mir ist wichtig, sie ist blond.
Spieglein, Spieglein, weil ich's weiß, manche mögen's wirklich heiß.
Oh, Spieglein, Spieglein, aber Hatschi, bis ins Cineplex der Latschi. Spieglein, Spieglein, keine Panik, geht Ecke unter die Titanic. Wuhu!
Spieglein, Spieglein, voll okay. Komm auf Cineplex.at und gewinn mit deinen besten Spiegleinsprüchen.
Cineplex.
Ah, Cineplex, Cineplex.
Oha, Sie hier, das ist eine Überraschung. Bin nämlich gerade auf einem Sprung im Kino. Karten reservieren für die Spätvorstellung. Da ist mir immer extrem wichtig, dass ich gescheite Plätze kriege, deswegen schaue ich mir das ganz genau an. Also, Sie haben keine Ahnung, wovon ich da rede. Geht jetzt erstmals in Österreich. Karten reservieren übers Internet. www.cineplex.at. Übrigens, übers Handy kannst du die Karten auch kaufen.
Handy-E-Ticketing gibt's exklusiv bei A1. A1, die erste Wahl bei GSM.
Um Welten voraus. Cineplex.
Another recruitment run. So we've got the screen down there through this hole. Just waiting for everybody to sit down. Yep, they're all sitting down. Motor start. Slowly start to dim the lights. We're looking for Dowser.
neue Kinodimension ist da. Erleben Sie die größten Blockbuster des Winters. Erstmals in einer Qualität, wie es sie nie zuvor gab. Brillantes Bild, glasklarer Sound, unübertroffene Farben. Ab 15. November in ausgewählten Cineplex-Kinos.
Cineplex Digital Cinema.
DLP technology is based on an optical semiconductor called the Digital Micromirror Device, or DMD. The DMD chip is an extremely precise light switch that enables light to be modulated digitally. It does this with a rectangular array of microscopic mirrors, which corresponds to light in a projected image. Coordinated with a digital signal, a light source, and a projection lens, these mirrors can reproduce video and graphics with incredible fidelity. When a digital video or graphic signal enters the DLP system, it activates a tiny electrode beneath each DMD mirror, causing that mirror to tilt either toward or away from a light source. When a mirror is tilted toward the light source, it reflects a single white pixel through a projection lens and onto a screen. Tilted away from the light, the mirror is switched off, and its corresponding pixel space is dark. Each DMD mirror can be switched on and off thousands of times per second. Varying the amounts of time a mirror spends on and off causes it to reflect different shades of gray. When a mirror is switched on more than off, it reflects a light gray pixel, and when a mirror is switched off more than on, it reflects a dark gray pixel. In this way, the DMD mirrors can reflect up to 1024 shades of gray to create a highly detailed grayscale image. The last step in digital light processing is transforming monochrome images into color. In most DLP systems, color is added by placing a light filter called a color wheel between the light source and the DMD mirror panel. As the color wheel spins, it causes red, green, and blue light to fall on the DMD micromirrors. When the on and off states of each mirror are coordinated with these flashes of colored light, a DLP projection system can create more than 16 million different colors. For example, a purple pixel is created by tilting the mirror toward the light source only when red or blue light is falling on it. Our eyes then combine the primary colors to see the intended purple. And due to the flexibility of this innovative color wheel, manufacturers using DLP technology can alter the color wheel's design to add 4, 5, 6, or more colors to achieve a wide range of effects on screen. DLP televisions, home theater systems, and multimedia projectors use a single DMD system consisting of a DLP chip, a lamp, a color wheel, and a projection lens. These systems are famous for producing video and graphics that are sharp and clear with rich, vibrant colors. In movie theaters and large venues, a 3-chip system enables even greater fidelity and brightness. In a 3-chip DLP system, white light from a lamp passes through a prism that divides it into red, green, and blue. Each DLP chip is dedicated to one of these 3 colors. The colored light that they reflect is combined and passed through a projection lens to form a single pixel on the screen. DLP cinema systems can project no fewer than 35 trillion colors for a movie experience unlike any other. From the movie theater to your living room to the boardroom, DLP technology is revolutionizing the way we see projected images and setting new standards in picture quality.
Dolby's been long associated with audio. We've innovated in the cinema space for over 40 years now. And we're in a unique position that practically no other company occupies. Part of our research effort that's been going on over the past few years was how can we move sound beyond what we've been able to do today, and what would that look like? So when we look at the evolution of sound in film and cinema, we started off with mono, single speaker in the middle of the room behind the screen. Then we moved to stereo. We added 2 more speakers and created 2 more channels, so now we had a dedicated dialogue track, and then 2 additional speakers for left and right that allowed us to create a better spread and sense of imaging inside the room. Then it was the evolution and introduction of surround sound that we were able to actually put sounds all around the audience. That surround configuration initially started as a mono channel, so that we were using it as a single source that we sent everything for surround into the audience. Then with 5.1, we were able to split the room in half and now have a left surround and a right surround to allow us to have more sense of movement of sound across the audience. With 7.1, we split the room again into 4, so now we had left, right, back wall left, back wall right. So now we had 4 surround zones instead of 2, and that allowed us even more definition. Logic would make sense that the next progression would be like a 9.1 or an 11.1 or even a 13.1. But the feedback that we got from content creators was it wasn't going to be good enough. And that's when we knew we had to make a more bolder step in moving forward. So what if we could start again? What if we could go back and completely redefine how we bring the surround sound experience to audiences? So what Dolby's bringing now is the next generation surround format for the industry. With a channel-based solution as we have today, if we look at how I move something around the audience, in 5.1 we had 2 zones. So if I wanted to create a sensation of movement, it's either here or here. It goes from one side of the room to the other. doesn't really create that sensation of movement. With 7.1, I can now be on the side, then behind, and then to the side again. So it gives you the sensation of movement, but it doesn't have that precision of movement. So the fundamental shift in what's happening is that now we're migrating away from channels. The ability to move a sound through the room, now with objects, creates this precision movement, which is referred to as a pan-through array. Now the helicopter has that fluid movement of hitting speaker number 1, speaker number 2, speaker number 3, speaker number 4, and then having that precision as it goes around me in the auditorium. And now by placing speakers over the audience, we can truly create that immersive sound field that now makes it feel like that helicopter is literally buzzing over your head. Overhead surrounds, for the first time, adds that upper hemisphere of sound that we've been missing from films. With the next change of technology that can come to mixers, I think the things that really excites them, especially from a creative point of view, is the flexibility for the first time of being able to unmarry sound. When a film is mixed today, it's made up of many elements, and then all those elements are baked in. You can't go back and pull the ingredient out. But with objects, you could now go back in, remove the object. So if the object was a music soundtrack, we could go in, pull it out, and replace it, and have more finite control and precision in the reproduction of sound. With channel-based solutions as they exist today, one of the problems that we've always faced is how we deliver all of these different formats. If we take 7.1 as an example, then 7.1 is mixed throughout the entire process of a film. At the very end of that process, the mixers will then do another creative pass to take it down to 5.1, because we have multiple playback systems in the world. Now, when they go to a theater, the only control that the mixer has is volume level that the movie will play at and simplistic delay that controls the surrounds. What Dolby's proposing is now they can mix in the biggest mode possible. This now goes out as a single deliverable file, carrying metadata and information that will accurately reflect what the mixer wanted. This dramatically simplifies the entire process. The next generation surround format will have all of this great intelligence and in essence adapts itself to any playback system that's out there. Now we can literally author once and then optimize anywhere. As a moviegoer, you already realized as you go to your local complex, every room is different. There's size, geometry, stadium seating. And if you're putting surround speakers in there, it creates some challenges as to how you can position them so that you can get uniform coverage throughout the seating area. As we deliver this next technology, that is where it really shines by being able to accurately portray in all these different room sizes, geometries, speaker feeds. It's a radical shift from anything we've ever done before. For theater owners, their primary concern as always is, how can I get more people to come to my theater? But now, with this better technology of surround sound and sound over the audiences, that now gives them something to leverage bringing people back into the theater. With Dolby's new technology, we're literally building a pipeline for the industry, and we're going to be future-proofing the exhibitor by providing them this technology which will sit with them for a significant period of time. So what we're doing is really a huge fundamental shift in the way audio is not only mixed, but also perceived inside your theaters. And it's really a huge change from 5.1 to 7.1. That was only an incremental change. And that what we're giving you the capability of providing now, it's enormous. The ability to have pinpoint precision, the ability to have these sounds wherever they need to be and over the audience for the first time is a real differentiator that hasn't happened before. It's all about the excitement of what audiences will experience, but also just the amount of excitement that you get from a content creator when you walk them through some of the things that we've done and seeing how excited they were about this, then that's definitely worth it.
guys, Coco here. Love it or hate it, 3D is everywhere. It's supposed to pull you into the movie, but not all 3D is created equal. To be effective, it has to be done right. First, we need to cover the basics on how we see in 3 dimensions in real life. In the real world, you perceive depth and see in 3 dimensions because of binocular vision. On a human, the average spacing between 2 eyes is approximately 3 inches, which lets us look at things from 2 slightly different perspectives simultaneously, while the brain merges these 2 views together through a process called stereopsis. So, to see a movie properly in 3D, there have to be 2 images projected onto the screen. One from the perspective of the left eye, and one from the perspective of the right. You wear glasses that channel the left image to your left eye, and the right image to your right eye, and just like in the real world, your brain goes to work to process a single 3-dimensional image. But before you can get 2 images on the screen, they need to be captured and projected in a very specific way. IMAX cameras shoot 2 separate images from slightly different angles through dual lenses positioned a similar distance apart as the distance between your eyes.
Now, not every movie is shot with IMAX 3D cameras, but that's okay. Regular 3D cameras can be used as long as the images go through IMAX's DMR process to get enhanced.
The 2 images run in synchronization through a dual projection system unique to IMAX, and that makes a huge difference. A typical single 3D projector has to alternate between projecting the left eye image and the right eye image.
It flickers back and forth, which can degrade the quality of the 3D presentation.
Dual projection means 100% of the information is on screen all the time, so you get a much brighter and much more consistent image on screen. Another important factor in the 3D movie experience is viewing angles. The steeper the angle, the further you can push the 3D effect. Imagine 4 lines drawn from the 4 corners of the screen to the tip of your nose. The lines make a pyramid shape. 3D images that come off the screen and into the theater can only appear within the boundaries of this pyramid, and IMAX's steeper viewing angles make a larger pyramid, which means images can come further out into the audience without distortion. This enables the filmmaker to take advantage of that feel like you can touch it effect with amazing realism and pristine picture quality. At IMAX, the goal has always been to accurately deliver the vision and imagination of the filmmaker. So when it's IMAX 3D, you know it's done right, and you feel like you're right in the movie. Enjoy!